Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello. I hope you all can hear me. This is Dr. Naita, and you are watching Educational Moments with Dr. Naita. How's everyone this evening? It's so good to see you. I am so glad you're here. Look, tonight I have another great show planned for us, and it is So You Want to Transfer. So, a lot of students are coming home for summer break and they're despondent, they're upset, and they're thinking about transferring to a new institution. And that's okay. Transferring is a great opportunity, but we want to talk tonight about why. I want to give you some real strategies to help you in your decision-making process if transferring is something that you're truly considering. So look, grab a paper, grab a pen. I have some great notes for you and on this topic of transferring. Is transferring really a good option for you? So tell somebody, share this link, and come right back. Yay! Well, welcome back. So look, let's jump in. So some of you are interested in transferring. There's some things you really need to explore and think about before you submit that application. So the first thing that you want to look at is understand your why. Why is it that you want to transfer? You selected this college, you selected this university, or maybe your parents did, I don't know. But for whatever reason, you're at this institution. Why are you here? And now all of a sudden, why is it that you want to leave? So let's talk about some good reasons to transfer. Some good reasons to transfer include cost or affordability. Maybe you got to the school and then realized that it just costs more money than you expected. Or maybe your financial aid or your scholarships or, just your funds, your family funds doesn't quite meet the financial need and you need to go to a different school. That's a great reason to transfer. Especially if you've explored all the options, you've explored all the resources. Maybe your family dynamics have changed. I've been in school, I've lived many years, okay? And I've seen situations where parents became ill or a younger sibling, developed life-threatening illnesses. Or there's been a horrific accident or incident and students have to return home and go to school closer. Another good reason to transfer. Another good reason to transfer is, it could be your physical health or it could be your mental health. Maybe this institution, I've seen students come from sunshine states, Florida, Texas, California, sunshine states, and go to states that are cold, where the sun doesn't shine every day like it does in their states. And they develop that seasonal affective disorder, and they can't manage the depression that comes with it. That's another good reason to transfer if it's impacting your mental or your physical health. Another great reason to transfer is maybe you just wilding too much. Maybe you can't handle that independence. Maybe partying and you just, consuming too many substances, your borderline abuse. Okay, these are signs that you may need to transfer to a different institution. Maybe something a little closer to family, a little closer to home. Maybe that institution doesn't quite meet your academic or career needs or career goals. These are all great reasons to transfer. Reasons that are not good to transfer include my friends go to that college or they look like they have more fun over there. Those are not good reasons to transfer. So the first thing you want to do is understand your why. Why do you want to transfer? Is this a valid adult reason to transfer? Then the question rolls into, well, when is a good time to transfer? I never recommend transferring in the middle of a semester, unless, of course, it's life-threatening, you're ill, there's an emergency, something along those lines. But if you can stick out the semester and do your best, it will position you better when it's time for you to transfer. Now, I also recommend that if you're going to transfer, you want to do it in that first and no later than that second year. Why? Because you start losing credits, important credits. So definitely, you want to, do it in your first year, no later than your second year, if at all possible. Finish the semester again and make your transfer, start that process in your freshman or sophomore year. You really speak with an admission advisor. Definitely speak with the admission advisor, in addition to the academic advisor of the program that you're transferring to. And let me just check on Facebook and make sure that we are on Facebook and that everything is good here. And let's see, I guess I have to refresh. All righty. So looks like everything is a go on Facebook. But yes, you definitely want to, let me see. I have a couple cuts. All righty. Okay, let me. Hey, I hear myself. All righty. So, in addition to that, what you need to do is to make sure that you're speaking with the program advisor, because you're going to have to make sure that your credits from one institution transfer to another. And that can be tricky, especially when you start crossing over regional accrediting bodies. So what do I mean by that? I mean that institution to institution will have their own, courses that you have to take, and they have their own transfer policies. So when you start transferring, another institution it is not guaranteed that they are going to accept all of your credits. And one thing that you can do to ensure that your credits are accepted is to make sure that you have a copy of all of your course syllabi. Okay. Every course that you take, save your course syllabus. Okay. Let me say that again. Save electronically your course syllabus. And why is that? Because when you transfer to another institution, you would think that English comp is English comp at any university. That first level freshman English is the same. You would think, but it's not. It's not, especially when you start transferring state to state, private to public institutions, historical Black colleges to PWIs, and vice versa. They act like they don't want to take the credits. So if you have your course syllabus, you can challenge it. You can challenge the credit so that they will not, I won't say rob you, but they will give you the credit that you deserve for the classes you've already completed. It's just like, you take Calc 1 at one institution, Calc 1 should be Calc 1. Math didn't change in the last 2,000 years. So why isn't it accepted, everywhere? So it will only be accepted when institutions decide that they are going to have a gentleman's agreement and they agree that they will accept credits from one institution to another, or if you have that course syllabus and you can challenge the course. Now, I'm speaking from personal experience with my own daughter who transferred from private to a public institution. And, and then they act like they didn't want to take the credit. Oh, yes, you will. Oh, yes, you will. And, having those course syllabi expedited the process. So in the end, we didn't lose one credit, not one credit. Another thing you want to consider is whether or not the institution that you are transferring to has an articulation agreement with the course, the institution that you're already in. So for example, many state or community colleges have gentlemen's agreements, have written contracts with the state university. So if you finish that AA degree at the community college, then the entire package will transfer over to the state university. So these are some things you need to talk about, you need to be aware of. You need to know before you make that, before you submit those transfer papers and put everything in motion, because it can impact your graduation date and it can impact your financial aid. So you definitely want to investigate. But again, the greatest tip I can give you, if you don't remember anything that I say tonight, remember this: have your course syllabus, okay? Have your course syllabus. So for all of your classes. All right, next one. How will this impact my graduation date and my financial aid? The only way you will know for sure is to contact your financial aid office at the new institution that you plan to attend, and many times sit down with them. It could be virtual, and go over your new financial aid packet, go over your scholarship packet, all of that, so that you can see how the transfer is going to impact you financially. You all see my new cup? That's for my other program, but we'll talk about that in a moment. But that's Fight to Smile. Yes. All righty. So my next question, what is the next question? The next question is identify unmet needs at current institution. Again, it goes back to, why do you want to transfer? And whatever your reason is for wanting to transfer, does the new institution meet the need? Does the new institution have what you need in place? So I've seen situations where students were unsatisfied at one institution and they didn't examine the unmet need. So then they transferred to another institution and they had the same situation. And once you start transferring here and there and there, you start losing credits, and that 4-year scholarship turns into a 9-year, this 4-year degree turns into a 9-year degree. You don't want that. So take the time and examine what are the unmet needs at my current institution, and use that as your sounding board. Use that to ask questions when you are exploring where you want to transfer to. I've seen athletes transfer from one institution to another institution because they had unmet needs in their athletic program. Well, until you sit down and determine, okay, well, this is what I need in an athletic program. This is what I look for, what I want to do. Write that out. Write it out and use that as your question, your interview questions for the next coach. Use that for your interview questions for the next program advisor. So you definitely want to examine those unmet needs at your current institution. Maybe they didn't provide the support that out-of-state students needed. Or maybe this particular institution doesn't provide the support for students with disabilities, or students from the African diaspora, or whatever the unmet need is. Identify it and then use that as your guide to help you select your next institution. Is that good? Does that make sense? All right, let's see. I see some comments. This is good information for college students. Thank you, Brother Sylvester. I appreciate it. Okay. Yes, sir. I got you. So, but yes, absolutely. So, Let's take a quick commercial break. It's time for a commercial break. So we are not going to be here long tonight. So we're going to take a sponsor break. And let me get rid of this current banner. And our sponsor tonight is me. Fight to Smile. Fight to Smile is my new brand. Look, you like my new cup? Bam! Look at that. Look at that. Pow! Pow! Yes, Fight to Smile. And Fight to Smile is a campaign for career-minded women. Yes, career-minded women who are determined to win, despite the obstacles, despite the challenges that they may face. They are determined to. Are you guys hearing? Okay, she doesn't want to play tonight. So you don't want to play with me. I don't want to play with you. All right. Well, the commercial is not playing for whatever reason, but nevertheless, Fight to Smile. Fight to Smile is my new campaign, again, for women to, I'm committed to providing positive, uplifting, encouraging, empowering content to women to help them fight, to help them challenge the status quo, and to win. And I even kicked off, yay! I kicked off a new stream on Tuesday nights called Reflections. And it takes place on my couch in my pajamas. And in Reflections, let's see if I can put that banner up. It doesn't look like I can put it up right now. But in Reflections, what I do is just talk about topics that are related to women and how those topics impact who we are in the workplace, who we are as leaders. This week, I talked about setbacks. I talk about real setbacks. I'm not talking about disappointments. I'm talking about real life setbacks and how going through setbacks impacts you as a leader and what impact it has on you just on your day-to-day challenges in the workplace. So that is our sponsor for this week, me, Fight to Smile. So let's go back to our next to last banner. And this is it. And that is that college is supposed to be rigorous. It's supposed to be hard. So transferring because the classes are hard is not a good option. Okay, that's not a good choice. Transferring because even though classes are hard, they're supposed to be. They're supposed to challenge your comfort zone. They're supposed to stretch you. They are, but they're not supposed to stress you out. Okay, there's a difference. They're supposed to stretch you, and they are supposed to, bring some stress. It's called eustress. It's good stress, but it's not supposed to stress you out. So the school should also have resources available to you. Now, if you're in an institution where there are no resources, there are no tutoring, there's no support, there's no emotional and mental health counselors available, then that's maybe something that you want to explore, that maybe this may not be a good option for you, or you want to explore what resources are available for you outside of the college community. But bottom line is, college is supposed to be rigorous. It's supposed to be challenging. You're supposed to get homesick. You're supposed to miss your family. But by that same token, you're supposed to grow. You're supposed to develop new relationships. You're supposed to meet new people. You're supposed to explore your options. You're supposed to do all of that. And college is supposed to be fun. If all you have time to do is go to class and come home and do homework, that's not the college experience. You should still have some time to engage, to get involved, to volunteer, to be a part of clubs and committees and sororities and fraternities and all those things. You're supposed to be able to do all of those things. That's all a part of the college experience. And I want to end with these words here. Yahoo. Yahoo. Do you know what that means? Yahoo. And no, I'm not talking about the search engine. No, I'm talking about Yahoo. You always have other options. You always have other options. So remember, just because you committed to this school the freshman year and you are absolutely miserable, it's impacting your health, your mental health, your physical health. It's financially unbearable for you and your family. You always have other options. There are other institutions that will welcome you. You should not have to fight to be heard. You should not have to fight to be seen, okay? You should not have to fight for resources. These things should be available to all students. And if you're somewhere where you're not being supported, you're not being encouraged, you're not being appreciated, then maybe that's a sign that it's time to search and find a place who will embrace you and appreciate you for what you bring to that institution. So with that, do not forget the community colleges. Okay. And I know somebody's like, oh no, I went to high school and I prepared for a 4-year institution. And that's wonderful. But don't forget that community colleges are a wonderful option. It's less expensive. The classes are small. You can get that one-on-one interaction that you need, especially if you struggle in some subjects. If you are a science and technology major and you still are, have a little bit of weakness in your math and sciences, community college is a great place to get the support and the foundation that you need so that when you transfer to the university, boom, you can't help but to succeed. Community college, again, is a great, great option. So I want you to leave with these words tonight. Yahoo. You always have other options. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. You can reach out to me at drnaita.com. I am here to help you in any way that I can. And you can reach out to me, www.drnaita.com. Is that right? That's my website, www.drnaita.com, or you can reach out to me by email at drnaita@drnaita.com. So that is my show for this evening. I'm so glad you were here tonight. I hope this was some information that will help you, and if not you, if you could pass it on to someone else. Transferring to another institution may be a great option for you, but if you choose to do that, then please keep these steps in mind so that your transition can be as smooth as possible. Have a great evening, everyone. It was good to see you.